Hello there, you guys. This is going to be your weekend tarot guidance reading for Friday through Sunday, August the 4th through the 6th, 2017. So, just going to go ahead and tune into the energies for this weekend and see what we get. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Lovers, okay, and the Seven of Cups. My God. So we have a lot of emotional energy, very well, and then the Two of Cups is sticking out. Very well could be in relations to love, partnerships, and not only romantic, of course. So let's go ahead and get into it. So overall energy is the Ace of Cups. There's renewal, there's healing, there's I'm hearing receptivity. Definitely centered around a love situation for majority of you. It's general, so it's not going to resonate on the same level as, you know, the next person, but I do trust that the divine is going to reach us in the way that it's meant to and supposed to. With the Queen of Swords is our challenge energy. Communicating, belief, understanding is definitely going to be a challenge for some of you. It could be a clouded perception, not understanding the messages that are coming through, or being very stubborn and not willing to listen. Certain things you're just not ready to receive, or you're not ready to hear, or you're not ready to speak or communicate. It's a stubbornness, unwilling to be receptive to this. But it's odd because the overall energy is openness and receptivity and renewal. But the challenge here, I feel like, is you're getting the message that this is what's coming through, or this is what Spirit is offering to you. But in some way, there's a stubbornness, or there's a disbelief, or just fixed in your own mindset. So if Spirit is delivering messages to you, it's like you're not willing to accept them or hear them. There's something about wanting to almost just shut off, you know, anything else outside of you. It's like, this is what I believe in and I'm sticking with that, or this is what I think, or I'm gonna just say this. And there's also miscommunication involved is what I'm getting. With the Three of Cups is your suggested approach. You really need to lighten up, Spirit is saying, like really lighten up. Because there's something that wants to be expressed, like emotionally. You want to express how you feel. But because you're so, it's like too serious and stuck in your ways, and that you're just not willing to lighten up. You're not willing to receive the message, because I feel like it's something centered around like this light and fluffy energy, or be happy, or be appreciative, or be excited. And it's like, no, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, that's too, you know, that's too much like a fantasy, or that's just stupid, or that's naive. You know, it's something, it's like Spirit is just telling you to be playful and be open and receptive, and maybe even, because these women all look the same, so I don't really feel like this has anything so much to do with anyone else but yourself. Like, you really need to light it up. Like, you need to be playful with yourself. Like, you need to joke with yourself about this, because I feel like you're taking whatever the situation is for you individually too seriously. The Lovers as far as where your focus needs to be. The Lovers, I feel, is not saying to choose between two lovers, because that's what's being depicted here, but I don't feel that. I feel like it's about how you feel and versus how you want to feel. So how you feel right now may be in opposition of how you really want to feel. And you need to make a decision about that. There's this duality with the Three of Cups and the the Lovers and the Three of Cups. There's this duality with these three people. And I feel like these are just different aspects of yourself, where you stand in the middle between how you feel and how you want to feel. And it's like, do I want to stay in this Queen of Swords energy of just totally being stubborn and, you know, emotionless? I don't want to think about, you know, I don't want to feel this. I don't want to be happy, pretty much. Or I don't want to listen to the message that, like, something the Spirit is trying to offer you or give you, and you're not open to it. It's like you want to be totally just logical. It's like something about this, you just don't want to accept what's being offered, and Spirit's just telling you to open up, be playful, be positive, be like lighthearted about it, be open to how you really feel. And it's like you're not willing to do that. So focus on, is a contrast here. So focus on how you feel versus how you really want to feel. Something about it, because it helps you to get clear on what it is that you really feel and why you feel it, or what do you really want. It clarifies that for you. With the Seven of Cups as the conclusion, it takes you back into not illusions, but it takes you back to a place of where, this is really crazy. I don't really know how to explain. I don't know how to explain this in the way that it doesn't sound so like crazy or outlandish, but it takes you back into this space, because I feel like this is what Spirit's trying to do. It's trying to show you all of the different possibilities. Like you're feeling into different energies, because there's a lot of different things within these cups. Maybe things that you once desired or wished to have or felt or be or experience. There's different desires here, and I feel like Spirit wants you to feel into each of those things. What is it that you're really desiring? What is it that you really feel connected to? Because that's something I feel like you're trying to avoid. You don't really want to confront this or think about it anymore. It's like something that you're trying to cut off or disconnect from within yourself. But you're going to end up dealing with it either way. Feeling into whatever it is that you just totally, you don't want to feel into it. You don't want to feel anything, pretty much. You just want to be all in your head or be logical about things, and I just totally disconnect from something within your heart space that you just don't want to even pay attention to. You're trying to run from it. With the Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. It's really like you just want to move away from something that you feel once was. Just totally disconnect from it. Something you feel like you've outgrown, or you've changed in some way, or some situation has changed. You want to move away from it. Okay. Alrighty, so let's move on to the love energy. I hope that makes sense, you guys. It sounds so crazy and so outlandish. So, you know, it doesn't really make sense to me, and I guess it's not for me. It's just, it doesn't resonate with me, but sometimes that happens. My messages typically aren't for me anyway. Alright, so I'm going to use a different deck for our love energy. I'm going to use the Amira's Love Oracle, if I'm pronouncing her name right. Okay, so let's see what the love energy is. And I'm going to pull 3 cards for this. Love energy for this weekend, this 4th through the 6th. Fun times, the Ice King, and I feel like that's you. With the triangle, there's that 3, the 3rd energy again. The Lover's card in the deck, the tarot deck that I just used, that's the traditional depiction of the lovers, where there was 2 lovers that stood there, and it doesn't have to represent choosing between 2 different people. It could represent 2 different aspects, or it could represent the soul's connection versus the ego's connection, the spirit realm versus the physical realm. It can represent many different things, and you're in the middle, and she looks exactly like the guy in the Lover's card. She's thinking, and so she has her finger on her mouth, like she's thinking, and that's almost exactly the way that the guy looked in the other card, in the Lover's. So it's something that you're definitely you need to think about, but you don't want to. With the Ice King, you don't want to feel at all. You're totally emotionless, like the Queen of Swords. You just don't want to feel it. It's like I don't, whatever it is, I'm not about to dive into this. I'm not. And you're running from it. Whatever this is that Spirit's really wanting you to feel into, but you don't want to. The 3 of Cups is like the fun times card. This is what Spirit's telling you to do, is to lighten up in some way. You need to enjoy yourself. You need to just relax. You need to lay back. Okay? If that means you socializing and getting out, or doing something with yourself that you enjoy, that's what you need to do. Instead of trying to avoid any type of feelings and emotions. Okay, there's a Lovers. They're almost the same. I'm telling you, I don't know. Spirit is so clever, but I'm just getting that you need to really figure out why you're like, why am I running, or what am I really running from? Like, what is it? I'm feeling this, but these energies are the same. It's crazy. I'm feeling something, or it's I want to feel this way, which is I just want to disconnect. I'm moving on. I'm done. I'm tired. Whatever this is, it's up. Time is up on it. So it's like you're in that place. However, Spirit's telling you need to lighten up. You need to have fun. You need to feel into this. Be more playful within your approach. You need to be open with how you really feel. You need to express how you really feel. And you need to choose between how you feel, or at least what you think you are feeling, versus how you really want to feel. So how do you want to feel? I feel like you just don't want to pay attention to whatever is going on that you're needing to focus on or feel into some certain energy, versus how you really feel. And you don't want to look into how you really feel. So that's up for you to discover how you really feel, because it's different for everybody. The situation's going to be different. It's not going to be the same, of course, but that's what you need. That's where your focus lies, that within this, making a decision. For some of you, it could very well be that you need to choose between 2 different lovers, because this part is a love reading. So it could resonate in that way for you, that you need to choose between 2 different lovers. Choose between how you feel about love versus how you want to feel about love. Right now, you may want to just totally say, fuck love. I don't care about it anymore. I don't want to, it's just not for me, versus how you really feel, which is, I desire love. I want love, or I want this person. It's going to be different for everybody. But that's what I'm getting as far as the love aspect goes. So we're going to look at our guidance card, our angelic guidance. So I hope that makes some sense to you. All right, so let's see. Angel gods and goddesses deck we're going to use as usual, and I asked Divine Spirit, what is the guidance? What is the guidance for us to take with us this weekend? What is the guidance? Okay. Angel of joyfulness. It says something wondrous and magical is about to happen. Okay, so there's some sort of transformation and something positive that's coming from out of all of this. Something that you're really trying to avoid. It's like, maybe really what's underneath the surface is, I really don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to expect something to be when it's not. But there's something that is transforming within all of this. It could be what it is that you're dealing with is actually something that you're needing to heal. I feel you need to move away from a certain aspect of yourself that is not of your highest good. And that could be not believing in yourself, not allowing yourself to feel and enjoy, or not allowing yourself to connect to how you really feel and trust yourself, or believe in things that are working, or that good things could happen for me, or I'm deserving of what I want. It's like you need to make a decision, like, what is it? Do you really want what's best for you? Because I feel like it's all about self-worth. Anytime we deny ourselves of something that we actually want and try to make excuses as to why we shouldn't want it, or why we can't have it, or it's really because you don't believe that you deserve it in some extent. And there's this fear that it's your luck is so bad, or you're just not good enough, so much so that it's never going to work out. So I'm not going to trust or believe in anything. And I feel like that's what it is for some of you. Some of you are settling on things that you really don't actually want. Okay, so it could be anything. You know, I'd rather just be this, you know, disconnected, emotionalist person, and rather than being this loving, open-hearted person that trusts and wants and believes in love, or believes in my desires and believes in this or that, or just be this person that just settles and plays games with, you know, people, and I don't want to settle down, but in actuality you really want to settle down, but you just don't believe that you're worthy of that, or that you could have it. And it could be because multiple things. There could be a valid reason why you feel like you don't deserve, or you're not worthy of what you want. You know, maybe you were disappointed. Maybe you had big dreams and certain things got in the way, or you've been hurt before. There's multiple things that it could be. But just know that there is something that's happening that you're not acceptant of, or you're not aware of. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to do. With the Ace of Cups as the overall energy that we had, yes, it's a gift from Spirit, but it's also a gift of healing. And at the bottom of this deck, it was the Angel of Healing. So there is something that is trying to be released. The Six of Swords that was at the bottom of the tarot deck as well. Yes, you may want to move away from something or disconnect. And there was butterflies in the Six of Swords as well, and she's a butterfly. As you move forward and as you let go and release of what no longer serves you, not the part where you're trying to disconnect from what you think you don't want or say, or just disconnect emotionally completely. It's more so of that aspect of yourself that is in denial of what you really want, what you desire, of what you really feel. It's healing and moving away from that aspect and transformation. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, you guys. But that's what I'm getting for you all, whoever resonates, you know, good. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's just not the message for you, and that's fine. So, you know, just take whatever resonates. If it doesn't at all, then all right, it just wasn't the message for you. But overall, you guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend anyway, and relax, enjoy, have fun as much as possible, or at least be at peace within yourself. Pay attention to your emotions, how you really feel, whether it's happy, whether it's mad, whether it's confused, fear. Feel into the energy and figure out where it's coming from, is what I can say. But that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoy this message and this reading. And until next reading, peace.